And as you lay back over your mat, take a few moments to adjust your body, to adjust your environment. And as you adjust your clothing, as you adjust your space in your body, start to notice what sensations you brought into your practice with you this morning. Is there any part of your body that's talking to you, sending signals? And maybe those signals are of a little bit of energy. Maybe your signals you're receiving are that you're lethargic or tired. Perhaps you feel a little hyper. Just take in the information that your body and your nervous system is sending to you. And give yourself permission to just be still. And bring your attention all the way down to the soles of your feet and allow your toes to rest. Relax through the balls of your feet, your arches, and your heel. And just take a moment in gratitude for your feet, all that they carry you through, all that they allow you to access each day. And then allow your attention to travel up to your ankles and your calves. And allow your lower portion of your legs to soften. Relax through your knees, through your thighs. Rest through your hips. And just allow your right leg to soften completely, your left leg to do the same. And bring your attention up into your abdomen, from hips to the shoulders, from right to left sides of the rib cage, from the belly and the chest to the back. And to help soften the muscles here, to help you relax a little bit, start to focus on the feeling of your breath in your abdomen. Notice how it feels to inhale, how it feels to exhale. And allow the breath, as you pay more attention to it, to perhaps deepen and lengthen. So the inhales and the exhales become a little longer. Become a bit fuller, nourishing the body. And keep your breath as a conscious presence, noticing how it feels to inhale and how it feels to exhale. And bring your attention to the arms from shoulders to elbow, down from elbows to wrists, softening the muscles in the arms, relaxing the shoulder joints, the elbows, and the wrists. Then relax intentionally, purposefully through the palms, softening the backs of the hands, the centers of the palms, and each of the fingers. Then draw your attention up the length of the arms and into the muscles of the neck, relaxing the jawline, resting the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Soften your cheeks, your eyes. Relax your forehead, and even relax out through the crown of your head. Allow the whole body to rest, to be still. And then from this space, just bring your attention to your mind and notice where your thoughts are traveling in this moment. And just as you observed whether your mind was active or a little slow, or excuse me, your body was active or a little sluggish this morning, do the same with your mind. Notice if many thoughts are coming into your head, if your mind feels a bit more muted and softer. And see if you can begin to train your attention on a single thought. This thought that will become your intention for your practice this morning. An intention tends to be a single word, a phrase, or a sentence that summarizes what you hope to experience as a result of your practice, what you hope to remember, to bring into your day, into your time on your mat. And then right here, let that intention settle at the space just between your two eyebrows, the front of your mind symbolically, your yogic third eye, seat of intuition. And with that thought settling here, take a full deep breath in through your nostrils. Open mouth, sigh out. And just begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. We'll come into a full body stretch here. Stretch your legs long, point your toes to the front of your mat, reach your arms all the way to the space behind your mat. Make your body as long as it will possibly go, stretching those fingertips back, pointing those toes forward. One more deep inhalation here, lengthening the body. And as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a nice full and deep hug in. You can rest your hands on your knees, the backs of the thighs, or wrap your arms securely around your chin. You're welcome to take a little rock right to left, side to side here. And then saddle your way right back to stillness. Keep your knees bent. Lower your feet flat to the mat so your knees are pointed up to the ceiling. And take your arms open wide out to a T shape, wrists out in line with shoulders. Let the backs of your hands rest on the floor. And your legs can be spaced however is comfortable. As you exhale, let both knees drop over to the right side of your mat, coming into a twist. And hold your twist here. You can look over that left shoulder. And just allow yourself to breathe. The legs rest in a way that feels comfortable, so know that you can stagger your legs a little bit so one is not on top of the other. That tends to be a slightly lessened twist, if you will, just not as deep. You stack your legs and really work to bring knee on top of knee. You're going to feel a deeper rotation. The further you pull your knees away from the shoulders, the gentler the twist. The more you pull those knees in towards your shoulder, the deeper the twist. And then with an inhale, lift your gaze, lift your knees. Come back to where you began. And then as you exhale, still with the arms out to a T, drop your knees over towards the left side of the mat of the room. You can look to the right over that right shoulder and arm. And adjust your legs so that you're feeling not only comfortable here, but finding a rotation that feels nourishing for your body this morning. You can play with staggering your legs or stacking them one on top of the other. Play with pulling your knees closer to that left elbow or drawing them further away. And then with a deep breath in, lift your knees up, lift your gaze up towards the ceiling, coming out of that twist. And then right here, we'll go ahead and lift your right foot away from the mat, extend your right heel straight up into the air. And as you exhale, bend that right knee, pull it in towards your chest, give a little crunch. Inhale, extend the right heel up into the air, stretch. And exhale, bend the right knee in towards your chest for a crunch. One more time, inhale, extend. And exhale, pull in. This time, we'll inhale, extend that right leg up into the air, leave the right leg up. And just start to roll that right ankle out in circles in one direction, warming up your ankle joint. And then pause and switch directions. Roll that ankle the opposite way around. And then pause that movement. Flex and point your foot a few times, just bringing a little mobility into the ankle joint. Stretching those toes up, pulling the toes down. And we'll pause, flex the foot, push up through that right heel, firm and steady. And with a straight right leg, slowly lower your right leg all the way down to the mat. When your heel finds the floor, relax your right leg completely. Let go of all muscular tension. Take a few deep breaths right here. And then go ahead and rebend your right knee, foot flat to the mat, knee up to the ceiling, right next to the left. And then we'll move to our left leg. So as you inhale, lift your left foot from the floor, extend your left heel straight up into the air. And as you exhale, bend the left knee, pull it in towards your chest. Inhale, extend the left leg up. And exhale, bend the knee in towards your chest. And do this one more time, inhaling up and exhaling in. And then we'll inhale, extend that left heel all the way up into the air. Give yourself a moment to roll your ankles several times in one direction. And then several times in the other direction. And then pause that movement, flex and point your foot a few times here. And then pause that movement. Push up through your heel as you inhale really firmly. And as you exhale, lower straight left leg all the way down towards your mat. When your left heel finds the floor, relax your left leg completely. Let go of all of that tension. And then we'll rebend that left knee, left foot on the mat, right next to the right foot. All right. And here we're going to go ahead and lift your right foot away from the mat. This time, cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a figure four. You end up with a nice triangular shape between the two legs. And as you flex your right foot, feel your right knee press open and away. Without using your hands or your arms to help you, go ahead and, if you wish to, lift your left foot away from the floor. You go ahead and feel both legs move closer to you. Flex into those feet. Use the strength of your legs to draw in. One more exhale here. And as you inhale, lower the left foot back to the mat. Lower the right foot back to the mat. And then I'll invite you to lift your left foot away from the floor. Flexing that ankle, cross that ankle over your thigh. Find that triangular shape as you press that left knee away. And you can stay here, right foot grounded, or lift that right foot, feel your legs move closer. Resist the urge to use your hands here, building strength and stability through the hip flexors, through all the muscles in the thigh. If you're wishing for more, you use that right leg as a lever to squeeze in. One more exhale. And as you inhale, lower your right foot, lower your left foot. Pause for a moment here. Now right here, we have a natural pocket of space that comes between our low back and our mat. And you can stick a hand into that space and just feel it. And I'll have you remove that hand and just flatten through your low back here. What this does is curls your tailbone up. So as you inhale, I want you to create a curve in your low back intentionally. And as you exhale, flatten that curve. Inhale, create the curve. Exhale, flatten the low back. Inhale, create, tailbone down. Exhale, flatten, tailbone up. Now we're going to utilize this movement this morning to create your bridge pose. So as you take an inhale this time, as you exhale, create the curve, arms down at the sides. As you inhale, flatten the curve and then lift your tailbone and your low back, mid back away from the mat. As you exhale, one vertebra at a time, lower down, and then create that curve. Inhale, flat curve, lift up one vertebra at a time. And exhale, slowly unroll down and create that natural curve. A couple of more times, flatten the low back and then lift. And lower one vertebra at a time. Untuck that tailbone left, create the curve. Last time, we're gonna lift and hold right here. And just take some little pulses in your bridge poses. So you're just lowering and lifting, strengthening and stretching through your quadriceps, strengthening through your hamstrings, elongating through the abdomen. One more pulse up, lift and hold. Maybe your shoulder blades can wiggle a little closer together beneath you. One more inhale, lift. And exhale, slowly lower. Keep your knees bent. Heel toe your feet out wider, not distance apart. Knees collapse into one another, creating this triangular shape. Coming into your constructive resting pose. Toes turn in, heels kick out. Hands to the belly, and breathe. And then from this space, heel toe your feet back in. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest, hands to the backs of the thighs. And then take your knees wide apart here, as wide as they'll go. Your feet come with your knees. The weight of your hands pulls the knees in towards your chest. Flex your feet. With feet flexed, you can lift your heels towards the ceiling. Keep pressing down on your thighs. Maybe your hands move to the calves, pulling in to the ankles, or even to the outer edges of your feet. Pull down. And even though those heels are reaching up, gravity pulls everything down. You're welcome to rock side to side. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. And then settle to stillness. Release your feet, bring your knees back in towards your chest. Hands back to the backs of the thighs. And right here, you give yourself a little rock forward and back, up and down along your spine this morning. We'll rock all the way up into a seat. All right. As you come to a seat, instead of coming into a full cross, I want you to cross at your ankles and feel your knees move in and closer to one another. All right. Well, make sure we're sitting flat on the ground, not on a blanket for this particular exercise. Now, right here, palms open. We're going to squeeze our hands into fists. Hold the elbows back. Really squeeze those shoulders together, lifting the chest. This is your big inhale. As you exhale, knees fall wider. Stretch your fingers open. Reach towards the front of your neck. Inhale, knees hug in, elbows back, fists apart. Lift your chest. Exhale, knees wide. Stretch your fingers forward. Reach. Inhale, fists of fire. Maybe your feet lift. Uncross your ankles. Switch the other way. Exhale, reach forward, stretch through. Inhale, fists of fire. Maybe your feet lift. Even if they don't lift, switch the cross of your ankles. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, fists of fire. Switch your cross. And exhale, reach forward and through. And just continue to switch your cross on your inhale. Exhale, stretch and reach. Fist of fire. Think about that. Let your fist be strong. Let the pull back of your shoulders and your elbows feel powerful. And the next time you find your fist of fire, pull back. I'm going to turn sideways. You don't have to turn. And then right here across those ankles, really lift that chest. Ankles separated. Remember, your feet can be down. And then as we exhale, cross at the ankles, let the knees open wide, and walk out into your fold. It does not matter if your fold is in or farther away. And then with the breath in, walk yourself right back up. Uncross your legs. Give your knees a good bounce up. And we'll come onto all fours, hands and knees. Swinging our legs around to one side. Coming on to those knees. All right. Wrists under shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Take a moment, spread those fingers nice and wide. Take a peek back between your knees. And make sure you've got a little space here. Your feet are not visible. We'll take a little foot stretch first. We'll take your right toes, curl them under, stretch your right leg back. Give a little rock if that feels good. Stretching at the ankle, the bottom of the foot. And we'll drop that right knee down. Stretch to the other side, pressing back into that heel. Then we'll drop that leg down. If that felt good, do it again. If you want to come to cow and cat, lift your tailbone, chest and chin for cow. And as you exhale, tuck that tailbone, arch your back, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, tailbone, chest, then chin. Exhale, tuck tailbone, arch your back, chin to chest. As you continue to move, do the best you can to lead with that tailbone in the movement. So let the tailbone be the first to tip up as you inhale, and the first to tuck down as you exhale. One more full breath. Inhale to your cow, and exhale to your cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Take your knees as wide as your blanket or your yoga mat. Bring your toes together to touch behind you. The wider the knees, the closer together the toes. Bend your knees as much as your knees allow, hips in the general direction of the heel. Doesn't matter if you're up really high or down low. And then this morning, just walk your hands back towards your knees, towards the space between your legs. And then as you inhale, just lift your chest. This is a lion's pose, a variation on it. Do a nice curve through your mid-back, your thoracic spine here. The lower portion of that spine, lifting up through your chest. And then as you settle in, you're stretching your ankles here. If this hurts your ankles, you can always keep your toes curled under. We'll transition from your lion's pose out into a child's pose. Again, your hips might be higher, that's okay. Maybe your forehead is down. Maybe you're stacking your hands. And just breathe. If you see this video later, or if you happen to peek up now, Charlie the cat has joined us for practice. This is his thing. He has his own shtick now. And then with the breath in, go ahead and lift your way back up onto hands and knees. Scoot your knees in towards each other just a little bit more.
Wrists land right underneath your shoulder. Just as we did a moment ago, we'll send that right leg back behind us. Push your toes down into your yoga mat. We'll stretch the left arm out in front of us, thumb up towards the ceiling, spinal balance. And if it feels good, you can hover those right toes above the mat, stretching out through that right heel, opposite fingers, left arm forward. Slow, steady breath, spinal extension. And then as you exhale, lower your left hand and lower your left knee, tabletop. All right. And then we'll take your left leg, stretch it back behind you. Push down into the toes to begin. Lift up through the belly. And then reach that right arm out long. Thumb up towards the ceiling. Extend and reach. Maybe, if you feel steady, you lift the left toes off of the mat. Final extension. Pushing down through the palm of that left hand. One more big inhale. And exhale, hand down, knee down. Child's pose, knees as wide as your yoga mat. Big toes together to touch. Hips back towards your heels, bending your knees just as much as your body allows. Now this time we'll add a side stretch into our practice. So lift your head just a bit. Start to walk your hands towards the left. Your torso shifts towards the left thigh. And you reach diagonally out towards the left. Right hip settles towards the right heel. And right fingertips reach. Hold that for a moment. Breathing. Slow, steady breath. And then with an in-breath, walk your way back through to neutral. And then keeping the head lifted for a moment, shift your hands, your torso towards the right thigh. Stretch your way up. Reaching through left fingertips diagonally, settling that left hip down. Breathe. And then with an inhale, walk back through to center. Pause for an exhale. And then breathe in and lift your way back up to hands and knees. We'll take those hands, slide them one palm print forward each. Wrists are now ahead of your shoulders. Curl your toes under behind you. And lift into your downward facing dog. Take a little bend into the knees, press the chest back. If it feels good, you can pedal your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Alternating that movement. And then we'll settle to stillness. And as you exhale, walk your hands backwards towards your feet at the back of your yoga mat. If you get dizzy when you fold, hands to the thighs, lift your head up higher than your chest. If it feels good to fold, let yourself come down. Maybe grab your opposite elbow and let the head hang. Ragdoll pose. And then relax the arms. Feet about 2 fist width apart here. You can measure that out. Bend your knees here. And then place your hands onto your thighs as you lift your chest up. Bend those knees a little deeper. Strong inner thighs. In that space, I'll turn towards you. So you can see that space. Feet parallel. And then you can reach your arms forward. Chair pose. If your shoulders say it's okay, thumbs up. Arms reach high. Notice if your knees knock together. Strong thighs. Stabilize the kneecaps. One more exhale. And then inhale, stand tall. Upward salute. Pause overhead. Shoulders down. Your arms can still be reaching forward as you stand. And then really lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, arms come down towards the sides of the body. Mountain pose Tadasana. You know, like I am, you're fixing your clothes right now. That's just the way we roll when we're practicing and we go out to PM. Take a moment, check in. You're going to want to be at the back of your mat. All right. Hopefully you don't have obstacles in the center of your mat like I do. This will challenge my balance a bit, but you know, he's cute, so I won't kick him off today. All right. Feet a comfortable distance apart. Arms down at your sides. Notice if you're slumping or slouching, lift up through the belly. Strong leg. I'm going to work through a balancing sequence here, a walking balancing meditation. We'll end up at the front of our mat when we're done. You are more than welcome to take this balancing practice to the wall to give yourself some stability. You just walk, you'll end up walking up along the wall here. Not cheating to use the wall, it's actually very smart, so feel free to do that. All right. From this space, hands come to the hips. We're going to bend into the right knee first, lifting through the heel, keeping the toes down. Stand nice and tall. Maybe you stay here, maybe you lift that right knee up. And then we'll send that right foot back, lift your chest. Inhale, send that right knee forward, stretch your leg out. And exhale, take a step forward on your mat. Pull a bend into the left knee. Maybe you lift. Maybe you send that leg back and lift your chest. Inhale, pull it forward, stretch it out. Exhale, take a step. We'll pull forward through that right foot. Toes can stay down or lift. We'll pull back through that right knee, lift your chest. Pull forward, kick your leg out. And step. And then last time, pull that left knee in. Bend it back. Pull forward, stretch it out. And step. Bring your feet next to one another here. Comfortable distance apart, back on your mat, but near the front of your mat and shake that off. The reason this is a walking meditation is because more than likely you're going to think about anything else except don't fall over. Okay? All right. Now, right here, you're going to clear the path on your mat. Again, I'm going to let Charlie stay and take this as my challenge for the day. All right. So, as we inhale, go ahead and reach your arms up and around your body. I'll turn towards you so you can see. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees just a little bit. This time, as you inhale, hands to shins instead of to thighs, just below the knees. You'll notice my knees bend a little bit so that I don't pull my low back around this. Lift your chest up. Flat spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up and around your body, stretch. And exhale, hands to heart. This is a half sun salutation. Let's take it again. Big inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, bend yourself down and fold. In breath is going to lift you halfway. Shoulders back, little bend to those knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up and around your body, stretch. And exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in and lift halfway. Breathe out and fold deep. Inhale, reach the arms up and around your body. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a few breaths, just notice how that feels. Sometimes if we move a little too quickly, we start to get a little dizzy, so we slow it down. If folding is into our natural space, then we make sure that we don't fold too deeply. All right? So that's a half sun salutation. Here we'll take a half moon salutation. Breathe in and reach your arms up and around your body. I will be your mirror. We look the same as you exhale, left arm down to the side. And then it'll stretch over to the left. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, right arm down, stretch to the right. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold forward, little bend to the knees as you come down. Breathe in and lift halfway. Breathe out and fold. Inhale, arms reach up and around your body, stretch. And back to that left arm dropping. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, arm up. Bend your knees, nice flat back as you fold. Breathe in and lift halfway. Breathe out and fold. Inhale, arms reach up and around your body. One more time, left arm down. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, up. Exhale, take the right arm down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the knees, nice long spine as you fold. Breathe in and lift halfway. Breathe out and fold deep. Inhale, arms up and around your body, different here. As you exhale, hands to the center of your chest. Close your eyes for a moment. Come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. And then blink your eyes open. With a full breath in, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, pull your hands to the center of your chest. All right. So, does not matter which way you turn on your mat, but just like I am, go ahead and turn towards this long edge of your mat, standing and facing a comfortable direction. If you need to move your camera so you feel comfortable in knowing what you're doing, that's totally fine to see me. Absolutely cool. You need to move your mat and reorient it, also no problem. All right, so we'll breathe in, lift our arms out to a T, and you're going to do the best you can to step your feet about wrist distance apart. Parallel through those feet, a little bend through the knees, and if you don't quite make it wrist distance apart, no problem. Arms down to the sides. Let your hips and shoulders stack vertically, one on top of the other, so you're not slanting to one side or the other. All right. Again, I will be your mirror, so think about your right foot. Take your right foot out towards the right side, the toes turn towards the short edge of your mat. Notice if your pelvis got a little tipped. Lift it back up, nice and neutral. Activate through your left leg, pushing down into the heel. And then right here, bend into your right knee. If your right knee is in front of your right ankle, that's not good for your knee or your ankle. You're going to widen your stance a little bit. In a perfect world, your right thigh would be parallel to the floor. Notice if you're tipping. Lift through the pelvis, draw the belly in, arms out to a T, warrior two. Gazing over those right fingertips, if you will. Thanks. As you exhale, you're going to drop that left arm down, reach your right arm up, and flip that palm around so it's now pointing to the short edge of your mat behind you. Lifting up and extending. We're not trying to go all the way down, but instead reach up. All that will change is your right leg. As you breathe in, just straighten your right leg. Keep reaching tall. This is a reverse triangle. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, lower down through that right arm. Turn your right toes in towards the long edge of your mat. We'll go right to the left side. Turn your left toes out towards the long edge of your mat. Nice level hips here. We'll bend deep into that left knee. And again, if your knee is going in front of your ankle, widen your stance a little bit. Firm up through that right thigh. Are you tipping? Lift yourself up. Strong belly, arms to a T. Warrior two, positioning here. Lunge into that knee, stabilizing through inner thigh. Gazing perhaps over those left fingertips. Keep yourself strong. And then flip that left palm up. Right arm down. Left arm reaches straight up and a little bit back, creating a nice arc through the sideline of your body. Keep bending into that left knee. Peaceful or reverse warrior. And then right here, we're going to push into our left heel, straighten our left leg as we reach higher. Reversing your triangle. Beautiful arc through the side of the ribcage. As you exhale, release that left arm down. And then turn your left toes in. Take your feet a little closer together. You can either walk them in or heel toe it. Take a moment, just notice how that feels. Having opened the hips just a bit. All right. From this space, we'll step our feet just a little wider than hip distance apart. We don't want to be super duper wide. We don't want to be really close together. Think about your outer hips. Actually, this is your pelvic rim and the edge of your pelvis. You're just a little wider than pelvis distance apart. As we move, what I want you to know here in this next pose is however low you go is however low you go. Not about getting to the place that anybody else is. It's all about your body. Listen to your knees. So first thing, your knees may tell you your toes need to stay facing forward as you squat. And by all means, keep those toes pointing forward. If your knees say it's okay to turn your toes out, put on a 45-degree diagonal, so not all the way out, just a bit of a diagonal. This will externally rotate your hips just a bit. More than welcome to do that. And then again, you're listening to your body. We're going to take a few warm-up rounds of the squat here. As you inhale, lift your arms up and around your body. Bring your hands through your heart as you exhale, squat down. Inhale, arms up, legs straight, reach. Exhale, hands to heart, squat and come down. Inhale, reach and lift. As we exhale, we're going to come down into our squat. You might end up staying nice and high here. You might be able to flex at the hips and the knees a little more. You might have heard my hip pop as I did that. Yours might have as well. If you're not down this low, it doesn't matter. Because honestly, going down this low makes our work a little easier. So if you have barely any space between your backside and your mat, push into your feet. Give yourself a few more inches. Now we're all working equally hard. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale forward, fold hands towards the mat. Lift your hips. Turn your toes forward. Scoot your feet a little closer. I'm going to turn and actually, no, I'm not, because you're still facing this way too. So right here, what we're going to do is bend the knees. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Shoulders back and down. Turn towards the front of your mat, the short end of your mat here. As you inhale, reach your arms up and around your body. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands here, bend those knees, and step back into either downward facing dog or a child's pose. And then from this space, you can hold your downward dog. You can come to your child's pose, or you can shift your weight forward, wrists right over your or under your shoulders, hips nice and lined with your shoulders and heels. Knee down plank, always an option. And hold and breathe in plank, down dog, or child's pose. Maybe it feels good to come to a down dog and then to a plank and move with your breath. And then we will all inhale our knees to the mat and exhale to a child's pose. Knees can be narrow or wide. Forehead can stay lifted or come down to the surface of your mat. And then as we inhale, we're going to lift our legs up into a tabletop position. And we're going to take our hands about 2 palm prints forward each instead of 1. And then you're going to shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. You can adjust if you need to, pulling back a little bit more. A knee down plank. Now, as we tend to learn how to lower here, what tends to happen is we slump and fall. What we're going to work on today, and what we're going to fully recognize may not happen perfectly, is that we're going to try to let our chin and chest touch just before our hips and belly. So the way we do this is we bend our elbows, we lower down with as much control as we can find. Toes can stay curled under if your feet don't allow the toes to uncurl. Uncurl if you can. And then slide your hands back next to the lower portion of the ribcage. Elbows bend in like little cricket legs. Firm up through the thighs, push them down into the mat, and inhale, lift just your upper back. This is a baby cobra. As you exhale, lower down. You felt that in your low back. It means you need a little more belly and back muscles. So right here, all we're going to do is we're going to float our hands above the mat. Inhale, lift. And now push your hips down. Squeeze your back muscles and belly muscles. Exhale, lower. One more time, plant those palms. Inhale, squeeze the belly and back muscles. Lift maybe a little higher. Elbows in, shoulders down. And exhale down. Take your elbows forward. Stack your palms. Pick a cheek. Rest your head on your lap. Relax your back. Relax the muscles in your backside of your glutes. Feel your breath moving. Inhale, the belly pushes down into the mat. And exhale, relax. then we'll just lift our head, look the other way, opposite cheek on the hands. I'm going to keep looking towards you just because otherwise you won't hear my voice. You're going to bend your knees so your feet lift up towards the ceiling. And just let your legs wave right to left, side to side. Take a set of windshield wipers. Massaging out your pelvis. And then settle yourself back to stillness. Release the leg. And as you inhale, lift your head. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Push into hands and knees and lift up. Slide your knees in, right underneath your hips. And take a few rounds of cow and cat. Inhales up to cow. Exhales arch back to cat. And with your next exhale into your cat, shift your hips back towards your heels. Knees can widen. One more child's pose. Maybe you're resting your head on your hands, maybe on the lap. And then as you breathe in, lift your head. Walk your hands towards your knees. Swing your feet to one side, hips to the other. And come down to a seat. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Allow your shoulders to roll back and down. Lift your chest. Relax those toes in. Seated step. Notice, I'm going to turn sideways here. If you have a tendency to round back, that blanket you may have grabbed is a great thing and a resource to slide right underneath your sitting bones and make it easier for you to sit tall instead of slumping forward. Strong abdomen, strong feet. Okay. And right here, you're going to take your right knee, bend it in towards your chest. And you're going to let that right knee fall open towards the right side. Coming into a singular hip stretch here. If you're looking at this from the front view, your left leg is still forward, your right knee's out to the side. We're going to breathe in just your left arm, reach up into the air, and stretch your left arm up. Make space in the left sides of the body. And as you exhale, you're going to reach that left arm forward. Inhale, lift your left arm back up. Again, we're going to exhale forward. Inhale up. And this time, as you exhale forward, you're going to turn your hands so your thumb points down and rest at either the inside of the calf, the ankle, or hold on to the foot. Try not to strain here. Find a space that's comfy. Take that right arm, loop it under your left. Slide that right hand down. Your wrists are crisscrossed now. And hold on, calf, ankle, or foot. Shoulders down. Notice if you're tipping. Try to square your chest off towards your left leg. And hold in for a little breath. You might feel this in your right hip. You might feel this in your left leg. You might feel this in your back. Lots of different spaces to feel. And then as you breathe in, lift your way up. Take your left hand across your right knee. Take your right hand behind you. And try not to lean back, but sit nice and tall and twist.
And then turn forward and unwind your spine. Close your right knee in. Stretch your right leg out. Bend your left knee in. Open the left knee. What if opening your knee hurts you? Well, that you can absolutely grab a pillow, wedge it under there, or just don't bend your knee at all. You can keep both legs straight. Probably should have told you that on the right side, but you know, I listen. All right, from this space, breathe in, reach that right arm up. Make space in the right side of your rib cage. Really stretch. And as you exhale, we'll take that tester fold, reach forward. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, reach. Inhale up. This time as we exhale, we'll reach. Turn your palms so your thumb is down. And hold on to calf, ankle, or up inner edge of the foot, big toe side. Take that left hand under the right arm. Slide it down. And hold on, calf, ankle, even the knee, wherever you're most comfy. And then you're just going to let yourself fold. And tuck your chin down, let your forehead drop towards the leg. Towards doesn't mean it's touching, just directional. And then inhale, slide your way back up. Take your right hand over towards your left knee. Left hand slides behind and twist. You can look towards your left. You can look behind you. Hold and breathe. If you've been watching this video, you may notice we have one blind on and one blind off. Fully realize that. They're those stick-up kinds and one keeps falling off. So we get one window of light and one window of shade. And then as you breathe in, unwind, turn forward, gently guide that left leg in and stretch your left leg out. Move your shoulders a little bit, wiggle in. All right. You don't need to turn sideways, but I will so that you can see. We're going to scooch up towards the front of our mat. If you know you like a blanket for underneath the back of your head, feel free to slide your blanket towards the back of your yoga mat. We're going to hold on to the backs of the thighs. Big breath in. Lift your chest. Lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, keep your feet on the floor. Lean back just till your elbows extend. Shoulders down. And then maybe you reach those arms forward, sustaining this hold on your own. Maybe you try that and change your mind. And then, either with arms out or hands at the backs of the thighs, slowly, controlled to lower all the way down onto your back. Lengthen your body, reach your arms to the space behind you. Full body extension, stretch and breathe. Then as you exhale, knees come into the chest, hands right on the kneecaps, and just give yourself a gentle rock, maybe a little bit of a circle. And then settle your way back to stillness. Lower your feet down, arms next to the sides, shoulders a little closer together beneath you. Heels close to sitting bones. And then flatten the curve in your low back. Inhale, lift for a bridge pose. Shoulders might be able to scooch a little closer together. Lift a little higher. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out and lower. Keep your knees bent. Widen your feet to the edges of the mat and let your knees collapse. Hands to the belly. Constructive resting pose. Lay right here and breathe. Slow breaths in and slow breaths out. And then we'll heel toe our feet in a little closer together. And if there are any other little movements your body requests or requires as you prepare for relaxation, please feel free to take them. Otherwise, just begin to stretch your body out long over the surface of your mat. If it would feel good to come to a wall and take your legs straight up that wall instead of laying out over the surface of your mat, you're more than welcome to do so. Grabbing for anything you need to feel comfortable, an additional sweatshirt, some socks, an extra blanket. And as you settle onto your back, onto your mat, just take your time to let your body get comfortable. To welcome in stillness. Just follow the pattern of your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Soften your forehead. Allow your eyes to settle heavy into socket. Allow your cheeks to shift gently down the sides of your face. Relax your upper and lower jaw. Let the tongue separate from the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Allow relaxation to move through your whole body, spreading all the way down to fingertips and toes. Very subtly deepen your breath. And allow very small movements to make their way back into your fingers, back into your toes. Slide your legs a bit closer together. Bring bend into your knees and roll over onto your right side into a fetal tucked position. Cradle your head. Take a full deep breath here. And then slowly inhale your way up to a seat. And as you sit, allow your palms to come together at the center of your chest. Lift your heart into the backs of the thumbs as you sit a little taller. I honor the space in each of you in which the entire universe resides. I honor the place in you of light and love, and peace and joy. And when you are in that place in you, and I in that place in me, it is then that we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody, for hopping on for class this morning with me and giving yourself some time for yoga. If you want to hang out and chat for a moment and give me any feedback or comments, you can unmute yourself. Otherwise, the schedule for next week is up on Tula on the website, so you can absolutely look ahead and register. We're taking this week by week right now since we have absolutely no idea. None of us have any idea of what's going to happen. So I put up through the end of the month. It takes a few hours for me to get these recordings if everything goes smoothly. Guarantee you'll get your recordings of your class by the end of the day, unless you took the deep stretch class yesterday, in which case I thought I sent that and I didn't. So it is coming. All right, so feel free to unmute. Otherwise, you can sign off and have an awesome day. Bye, Debbie. Bye, Mimi.
Thank you again, Liz.
Thanks, Judy. Good to hear your voice and see you.
Oh,
Good to
hi,
see
Judy.
everybody.
Hey.
Judy.
Hi.
Sandy said hi.
I heard. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes,
Hey,
thank
Sam.
you, Liz. It was great. The sound was a little bit uneven.
Okay. All right. I will take that into account. I'm waiting for Amazon to send me some good recording equipment, but 2 days no longer exists. So
Oh, doesn't it? Okay.
Liz, and once you moved awfully close to the camera and it was hard to see what position you were in.
okay. Yeah.
You'll
And
see
I'm
it recording.
playing with that too. I need a professional camera crew here to get quarantined.
I'm happy.
But good feedback. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. I'll work on everything.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you, Liz.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
glad to see you guys. I've been missing you, Mac and Melissa.
Oh my gosh, us too. So thank you for giving us something to do. This is our 5th year wedding anniversary. So
Oh, happy anniversary, you guys.
yeah, so you gave us something to do today. So we really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy your anniversary, you two.
Thank
We
you.
will. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.